we're going to make oatmeal coconut cookies. These cookies are really easy to make because we're going to actually use a cake mix. And you can use either white or yellow, your brand of cake mix. Just put that in a large bowl. And you can use, of course, your stand-up or your hand mixer, as I am. You can actually even do it by hand, but it goes a lot faster and easier with using a mixer. Once you get the cake mix in the bowl, you're going to add 2 eggs that have been at room temperature. And just put those in. And then you're going to add a 1/2 cup of either butter or margarine that I've also had at room temperature. And then on just medium speed, I'm just going to bring it all together. Get to that bottom of the bowl and work those sides. And it'll start forming a cookie dough for you. It'll all come together. Now once that you see what it comes together like a dough, and I'm going to show you that here in just a second. Okay, and as you can see, it has formed a nice dough. Pick a little bit of it up with my mixer, so it's got the cookie dough. And then you're just going to put in a 1/2 cup of coconut. And this is sweetened coconut. And then I'm just going to bring it together. And the last thing that you're going to put in is, of course, your quick oats. And just start blending that together. Now again, you could do this by hand at this point if you prefer and you don't want to use the mixer. I'm just going to try to put a little in at a time here, but I do want to move it along for the video. Now these cookies are going to be baked at 350 degrees, and you're going to have to lightly grease your pan, or just use a simple spray on it, on your cookie sheet or pan. That's the rest of the oatmeal. And they're going to take anywhere from 9 to 12 minutes. Start checking yours though. I like to start checking mine about 8 minutes or so, because you do know that all ovens do set up so differently, so you don't want to burn them. Now once they do bake up, you're really just waiting for them to have sort of a golden brown on the bottom. You don't want to over bake them because then they'll become very dry and you really won't like the cookie. I'm just going to set that on the side for a moment and just try to combine the rest. It's going to be a heavy cookie dough, so it's going to be a little bit difficult to work with. And I'm just going to use a rounded teaspoon. You can use your cookie scoops if you want. I just lightly greased my pan, and with a nice rounded teaspoon, just put it in your hands and I roll it into, it's usually about a 1-inch ball. And space them about 1.5 inches apart. They're not going to spread out too much. You don't want to make them too large because then they won't bake thoroughly through. So again, just about 1 inch or so, a nice rounded teaspoon will do it. And again, put them in at 350 and they're going to bake up within 9 to 12 minutes. I just wanted to rinse my hands here for a second. Now once you do bake them up, they're going to come out and look like this. They make a nice little cookie. They won't flatten out too much, but they will come out just sort of bite-sized with a nice golden brown bottom to it. And then when you break them open, you'll see the texture of the oatmeal and the coconut, so it produces a chewy, a moist cookie, but a good tasting cookie that I think you might like. So give this recipe a try. If you like it, let me know. leave a message for me to tell me if they turned out or if you did like them. I appreciate you watching, and as always, please subscribe.